This is Errol Marks from the Worldwide Sports Radio Network, and this is Jabba in the Mouth. We're here at Super Bowl 59 Radio Row, and we're here with Mr. Swifty, or Swifty fan, Jake Duhane. Jake, what's up, man?
Happy to be here. Happy to be here for a second year in a row.
Second year in a row. Are you Taylor Swift's best friend or future best friend?
I'd say I've seen her 20 times in concert. I was the one who 10 years ago was comparing a Swift concert to the Super Bowl, and now I've got to share you all with the world, share her with the world. It was a lot cheaper to be a Swiftie 10 years ago. Now between Super Bowls and Eras tours, like we're talking about lots of money here.
Well, I'm not a big Swiftie fan. I mean, people keep following her around, and she's dating Travis Kelce. She's dating Mr. Chief himself because that's what he claims he is.
Yes.
But here's the problem. I have watched football my whole life,
Yep.
and I've watched so many, former fans. And I say former fans because after these teams completely fall into a gutter, they're no longer fans of those teams. You never hear them support them. You never hear them talk about it. And that's why I say former fans. So I look at Taylor Swift, and right now she's dating Travis Kelce. Do you actually believe that if she wasn't dating Travis Kelce, anybody would be paying attention to him when it comes to her?
Let me counter that with a question for you. Who are you a fan of? Who's your team?
Don't ask me. Because it's
Giants
not
or
something.
Jets?
I'm a Jet fan. And
Okay.
I'm also a Philadelphia Eagle fan. So,
Okay.
yes.
So what's your who's your next quarterback going to be?
All right, stop with this.
What's
Now
your
you're- now-
you'll see my point in a second.
yes.
Okay, let's say you draft Jackson Dart, right?
Okay.
If I was running the Jets,
Mhm.
I would throw a boatload of money at Sabrina Carpenter so you have Sabrina and Jackson next season, and the NFL and Roger Goodell sitting here saying, like, are we going to let Jackson Dart and Sabrina Carpenter fail because Sabrina Carpenter is dating a 2-15 quarterback? Of course not. We're going to put them in a position to succeed because this has been so successful from a marketing standpoint, PR standpoint, where every team should do it. If your quarterback is dating a normal girl, kind of like, the royal family, like, the prince and the princess, they usually date within their social class. A quarterback and a pop star are in the same social class. It should be duplicated time and time and time again until the end of time because this has been so successful.
The Jets aren't smart enough to do that, as they're an organization that completely debacles everything.
I would say the Jets had Kate Upton's sister in their doors working for them for like 4 years and still screwed that one up.
Well, the Jets are known to be green, and that's why they call themselves gangrene, because they're just poison to my brain. So let's go off the Jets. Let's get back to Travis Kelce and the Taylor Swift story over here. And I like looking at her sometimes.
Okay.
But for some reason, now when I look at her, I get sick because I watch the Kansas City Chiefs, and I believe the NFL is all about promoting their product through her. It's not about these little girls. I was actually at a hospital the other day.
Yep.
I was hanging out, was talking to somebody about the Eagles and the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I was thinking about it, and I was talking to him, and all of a sudden a girl pops up and says, "Oh, Kansas City's going to the Super Bowl. I'm so excited." I'm like, "Do you know anything about Kansas City?" "Of course I do. I know Travis Kelce." I was like, "Is that the only reason why you're a Kansas City Chief fan?" She's like, "Is there anything else?" So to me, are you a football fan?
Yes.
Why are you a football fan?
I've been a football fan for the last 35 years of my life.
And who have you rooted for since you were?
Unfortunately for you, it's your other worst enemy before Taylor Swift. It was the New England Patriots, and still is.
Oh my God! Now I'm really
Patriots.
starting to get sick.
So Taylor's first stadium show was in Gillette. Taylor's most famous show was in Gillette. And to be honest, in my dream of all dreams, it would have been Tom Brady and Taylor Swift and not Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. But you are the reason why I am here, because the more this fuels the animosity, the more I relish in it. Because first of all, you got to get with the times here. The second most important story beyond this game is who's in that suite. Is Blake Lively in that suite with the Justin Baldoni thing? Is Sabrina Carpenter in that suite? All the stuff that's going on suite level. That's the reason why more people are watching the NFL than ever before. It's because they have found alternative ways to market other than fantasy football and worrying about the fifth round of the NFL draft and the nose tackle you just drafted, who no one gives a flying, whatever about outside of like the 17 diehard Jets fans who play on message boards all day.
17? First of all, my friend,
There's a lot of these weirdos.
I'm lost. My brain's starting to explode. And first of all,
totally rattled you.
I could care less about Sabrina Carpenter. I could care less about Taylor Swift or Blake Lively or whoever's in that suite. All I care about is who's playing in the game and actually watching Kansas City go down in flames. That's all I care about. And by the way, the fact that you're a New England Patriot fan, I love it. But guess what? I can't stand Tom Brady. Yep. I can't stand Patrick Mahomes. And I definitely can't stand Taylor Swift.
At my quarterback, Drake May just proposed to a normal when I want him dating Sabrina Carpenter because I want that angle. I want that story. And
what about my angle? Who would you want me to date? Who would you want me to date?
Well, we gotta hope Livy Dunn starts to walk around Radio Row. Unfortunately, they have a meet on Friday night. I looked that up. But
are you going to hook me up with her? Is this what you're trying to do here?
Well, you'd have to figure out Skeens first. But Paige Sporanic was here yesterday. Like there's a pretty good selection of people who are walking around.
Yeah,
Livy was the one who I was like, I wonder if they have a meet. I wonder when she's going to be here. I wonder who she's going to the game with. It's another side angle for why this is America's most popular sport, and it's not even close. And like you talk about it, and the things that you care about are like talk to the NHL fans who care about who their third line center is, and then like 95,000 people watched the Kraken and the Sharks on national TV the other night because no one cares.
I'd rather be a side snack, okay? That's what I would rather be. I don't want to be a full-course meal because if I was a full-course meal, I'd be Travis Kelce, who's Taylor Swift's bitch. I don't want to be anybody's bitch. I want to be the leader. I want to be the band. I want to be the person drumming and pounding and whatever the hell I'm doing during that game. I am not excited about this game because it's NFL-like to watch the Swifties raise up that Lombardi trophy.
I think the reason why you're not excited as a quasi-Philadelphia Eagle fan is at some point, Jalen Hurts is back there and has to go up against Steve Spagnuolo's defense, and he's going to bring Chris Jones. They're going to bring a rush, and for someone who likes to sit and wait for his all-world receivers to find separation and just throw them the ball instead of actually play quarterback, he's going to make a mistake.
Find separation? You have Saquon Barkley. Why do you need to find separation? He finds separation.
They're going to take him out. They're going to make.
Who's going to tackle him? Taylor Swift?
They got some pretty good linebackers sitting.
I mean, seriously.
Look, Errol, they have a lot of really good linebackers. This is going to be tough for because they're going to put 8 in the box. They're going to dare play man defense against A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, and they're going to have a free safety roaming or coming and playing zero. That's what they're going to do.
He's just bitter because the other thing you run into is that Steve Spagnuolo is a Giants god.
Oh, he absolutely is.
And so you get it from all angles. It's either Steve Spagnuolo is going to be the genius again, or it's going to be Travis and Taylor, or
hold on.
If it's the Eagles,
hold on. So you think right now I'm mad because Spagnuolo is the defensive coordinator. Taylor Swift is the
Would you rather
national
have Spagnuolo or Aaron
jigaboo
coach.
She's the national jigaboo of the NFL. And then you have, Patrick Mahomes, who talks like Kermit the Frog. And then you have Travis Kelce, who dances and prances around like he's King Kong Bundy.
Don't forget Jackson Mahomes.
Oh, yes.
The brother.
I'm sorry. That's another sweet little spot that I need to talk about. I honestly think, and by the way, I like your getup.
Thank you.
It's very.
Why don't you show the cameras a little bit more of this getup because this is why we brought Jake over. This is impressive, man. So we got some real Taylor Swift embroidery. We have some quotes. We have the sleeves done up. The back is fantastic. Errol, this is why we love football.
Oh, I love football. I don't know if I love that. I mean, I love football. I don't love that.
So
I do like the color. I like the glitter. I like the gold.
The gold.
I want to show you something. I have a picture. Where's my phone, Speedy?
While you're looking for it, I'll tell you this.
Well, I
love Taylor Swift because it allows my wife to watch football with me.
There you go.
And that is a big deal for me because usually I gotta pick either the 1 o'clock hour or the 4 o'clock hour, and the rest is gonna be, I don't know, Wicked or some
Bravo,
that.
Real Housewives or Vanderpump Rules.
Look at my LinkedIn profile. Look at that. Look how sweet
that.
Do we
have the same designer.
Look at that. Look at that sweet coat right there.
There we go.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is sweet, okay? And the best thing about it, well, I don't like the red in it because that reminds me of Kansas City.
Yeah.
So I'm a little lost on that. And it's got a little gold in it, so I got that glitter and glam. But I will say this, my friend. I like your spiritual thought when it comes to the process of the Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. The only thing I think about when I think about you and Taylor Swift is throwing up. That's what when I saw you walk through.
Here's my challenge with you.
Okay, we got a challenge.
Because we got New York, we have Boston.
Okay.
There should be a mutual animosity for Philadelphia. So what I did at the beginning of the week was there is a billboard right next to Lincoln Financial Field that now says Tay Voodoo is real. And a company called Tasty Clean actually helped me pay for it.
Oh, this is great.
And it's a spray that's an edible cleaning spray. You can actually spray it on stuff.
Could you get messed up on if you poured it in?
No, that's the whole thing. It's vinegar based. It's
Okay,
vinegar based. So it's, you got your 2-year-old at home. You're able to not worry about wiping something down with like a Clorox or something with a bunch of chemicals in it. So I stuck that on 95 right by that stadium. And the
Wonderful.
Eagle fans, for the same reason you talked about,
yes,
the NFL does not want Taylor Swift to lose a game right before Valentine's Day when there could hypothetically, and I don't think it's going to happen, but proposal on the table, the 40% of your new fans that you've acquired in the last 2 years who are on a bandwagon so you're an Eagle fan. You have to live with this in your head for the next couple of days. You are walking to your own execution and you're waiting for this miracle reprieve from the government. You're sitting on death row waiting for that. I hope that flag comes. I hope it is worse than 2 years ago, because Philadelphia and that poor kid that died trying to climb up the pole, which they grease up, you can't have that. You can't have that kind of stuff. So these nice, innocent people of Kansas City who got lucky that this relationship exists, it keeps the world a safer place. It keeps our society a more,
what are you drinking? Jake, what are you drinking here? I mean, whatever you're drinking, you got to give me some of that because I don't drink.
I got some champagne problems.
Champagne problems, and I've got some wine spiritual thoughts to whatever I think.
Well, Errol, because of all the time,
I'm lost.
He's also pissed off because Aaron Rodgers was at Taylor Swift's.
I don't care about
the Super Bowl.
I could care less about Aaron Rodgers. Me being a Jet fan has nothing to do with Shadow Mr. What is he? Wakachu.
He couldn't manifest it, I
Wikachu,
guess.
smoking Buddha, whatever the hell he smokes. Okay. The fact is, I can't stand Kansas City, and I definitely can't stand Taylor Swift. But I do like you, Jake. So I want you, for our fans, to sing a chorus of your favorite Taylor Swift song. Could you give us that? Could you give that?
If you need a beat,
Love Story?
Speedy can give us a beat.
No, you don't want Speedy to do any beats because the only thing he's going to be beating is his own ass by the end of the night. But
wait, did you say just a second before we get into the song?
Yes.
I think you just broke news that there could be a game-winning touchdown to Kelsey and dropping to a knee proposal situation running to the stands. Is that what we're looking at here in Super Bowl 59?
No, I think we all remember what happened in the Fiesta Bowl when Boise State won, and that guy got down on one knee after the game-winning touchdown. You're probably Roger Goodell. You're sitting there like, man, that would be every sports highlight from now for the next 10 years if that happened. Why not? For it to be Saquon Barkley to do that, and then for a flag to magically appear for holding, and the Eagles down 4 are now looking at 4th and 15, 4th and goal from the 15 instead of 4th and goal from the 5.
If any of this actually ever happens, the only thing I'm breaking is wind. Okay, that's the only thing I'm breaking. Okay, because the only thing I'm looking forward to is hearing the Eagle fans sing that wonderful song after they win a Super Bowl. That's all I care about.
You want sick of the chant already?
I'm a Jet fan, but there's no chance for the Jets except I say JETS sucks. But I'm trying to keep positive for Aaron Glenn and the whole
self-loathing.
Yeah, I'm loathing.
I actually did like that hire for you guys.
Yes, I did too. I'm loathing. Okay, I am loathing on the fact that I'm sitting here today with a Taylor Swift fan. But
Karma.
Karma.
Right?
No, this is what you call
Karma
bitch.
is sitting next
This
to
is
a
what you
Taylor
call
Swift.
bitch.
Karma's the guy on the Chiefs. I'll tell you that.
Yes, there's a lot of karma in my my blood, and maybe that's why the Kansas City Chiefs colors are red. Okay, dark.
Yeah, loving you is red.
Dark red.
Love.
How do?
Let's
First
at
of
least
all,
get some.
when everybody says blood and blood is red, it's actually not.
It's like dark red.
It's green.
I think it's supposed to be like a bluish, and then it gets
It's green.
oxygenated.
So you know what that means? What's green?
The Jets.
And
The Eagles.
Mold.
Oh,
Moldy bread.
that's what I'm talking about.
But you're talking about Bad Blood.
Well.
Different song. Loving you
Kendrick
is
Lamar.
red.
Well,
That's
loving.
the other thing I'm looking forward
The
to.
only thing
on
I'm
Sunday.
loving
Yeah.
is myself. That's it. I'm loving myself. I can't love Taylor Swift. Everybody else loves her. So me singing. By the way, I'm so mad at Taylor Swift. Every time her song goes on, I want to hurl. Okay,
Have you ever
sit
been
there.
to a concert?
He's also a DJ.
I am
so
a
he
DJ.
plays your music all
I am
the time.
a DJ. Yes, every time when you please, Errol, please, Mr. DJ, please, Taylor Swift. And it's
So
like,
have
what
you
do I
ever
hear?
seen her in concert?
No, I've never been to her concert.
So I think that's something that's the crossover, because I get what you see, because if you ask me in Taylor's catalog, I don't think she picks her singles very well. Like, she picked Me as her first single on Lover. That was terrible instead of Cruel Summer. I don't know
Oh,
what
she
was
picked you?
I wish.
I
But then you go to the concert and you realize that is an equivalent from an energy of the crowd, excitement, adrenaline. That's that vibe that you get on Super Bowl Sunday, walking into that stadium the hour before the game. It's kind of that direct equivalent of like, oh, I know this is like the SEC, going to an SEC football game, but instead it's pop music. And so once you see and feel that, and a lot of straight white dudes saw that in the last 2 years, they got it. It clicked for them. And then they're like, oh, this 1989 album isn't that bad. Now I can admit it. Now I'm comfortable enough with who I am to admit it. But really, the live experience with her is better than anyone I've ever seen. And I've seen pretty much everyone. And that's where I think a lot of the disconnect is with a lot of the annoyed football fans, because you see the energy that she brings in person, and all of that seems to go away.
No, what bothers me is I'm watching her during a game that I could care less. That
Not
she's at a
long
press
enough
conference.
during the game.
No, not long enough. I don't want to see her. I just want to watch the game.
There should be
Why does a
entire
camera
cast on her?
Why does a camera
Don't
have
worry,
to
I
be
put up plenty of
posted
highlights when we're doing our
posted
shows.
on her? I mean, seriously, I don't care what she's doing. I just want to know what's going on in the game. And the only thing I look forward to at the end of the game is me going to the bathroom, taking my dump from all the stuff that I ate throughout the night of the Super Bowl. That's the only time. And by the way, I could have stayed here to go to the Super Bowl. I'd rather be home eating and hanging out with my friends and watching this debacle of a game just completely collapse right in front of her eyes. Really?
It's gonna be a good game.
I think it's going to be rigged.
Errol's convinced it's rigged. This is so. Look, we all know what's going to happen. The Chiefs are going to win, but here's what happens when the Chiefs win. The Chiefs win, and we have either a proposal.
Yes.
We have either an admission of guilt from the NFL,
or me have a heart attack and then being posted up on the walls. Just in, guy falls over and has a major heart attack
Chiefs win
because of Taylor Swift.
Chiefs win. Travis retires. The NFL is going to need a new poster girlfriend. Hallie Steinfeld's not big enough. So again, there's 30 other teams that will need a quarterback that is dating a Sabrina Carpenter.
How about this?
Who did Sabrina Carpenter used to
After
open for?
Travis Kelce retires,
Swift.
after Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce runs off into the sunset, the NFL hires me to wear a diaper,
30% of its audience.
to wear a diaper and
Different type of audience.
stand in the middle of the football field and dance to I'm a scat man. What do you think? I mean, that's something else.
I think you're Clint Eastwood saying "Get off my lawn" to all of
or I could just play the song "Move, Bitch, Get Out the Way." I mean, that's what she's going. She's getting the hell out of the way.
I mean, listen, Ludacris comes every year, plays 18 events around the Super Bowl, sings that song, and no one cares. And I love Ludacris. Taylor Swift shows up twice, once at the DirecTV party in 2017, which is before that Falcons Super Bowl. So Bad Blood really hit that night at 2 a.m. when she sung it at the DirecTV party. And then last year, and the world the world just blows up around it in terms of how great it is. And it's great for the sport. It's great for football.
Everything blows up, including my stomach when I hear her name. Anyways, Jake, you are fantastic. I do like the get up. I do. You're definitely a star and a shine of a light without Taylor Swift. So when we look up into the sky, when the Eagles win the Super Bowl and we say, she's gone. Finally, she's gone. I will think of this wonderful get up and say, next year you'll be wearing an Eagles uniform. How about that? A nice Eagles sign. And maybe a beautiful, sexy girl kissing me on your body. What do you think?
I think it's whoever Sabrina Carpenter is going to be dating.
I guess it's me. So I guess you're going to be postering up a nice picture of me on your back.
Maybe.
Yeah, well.
You better hope she doesn't start dating your boy, the Florida State quarterback that's supposed to take over for Aaron Rodgers.
Or Jordan Travis. That's not going to happen. Anyways, yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful Travis Kelce, a.k.a. Taylor Swift fan here, Jake, and we really appreciate
Taylor more than Travis. Let's be honest.
Stop it. You love it. Get out of here. I mean, you probably have a million different colors and Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce jerseys put together, right?
So when Taylor was at Gillette in 2017 on Reputation Tour, I did a shirt. It had two goats. One goat's head was Tom Brady. The other goat's head was Taylor Swift. It said the two goats. So again, this is part of the fun. This is, again, if you go to a Swift concert, you'll see people dress up like it's the Super Bowl or a Jets game or any number of things. People get into it. So you're along for the ride.
Well, I'm long for many different things, including that. But I appreciate the time, man. You are fantastic.
Thank you.
You are a star right in front of our eyes.
Jake.
Thank you.
Let's just kind of push the Taylor Swift thing on the side. Okay? Just push it.
I'm just happy you didn't make me sing.
Thank you, Jake. That was funny. Good. You are fantastic. Speedy, what were you running after?